Okay, we're going to balance redox reactions. We have a reaction here, Fe2 plus MnO4 minus yields Fe3 plus Mn2 plus. To balance redox reactions, we must figure out what our oxidation is and our reductions are. So we know that our oxidation is going from Fe2 plus to Fe3 plus because oxidation deals with the loss of electrons. So we're going from 2 plus to 3 plus, so we know that electrons are being lost because we're getting a more positive charge. Our reduction is from MnO4 to Mn2 plus because we're going from reduction deals with the gaining of electrons. So we know this from the charges of the manganese over here and the manganese over here. The manganese over here has a charge of +7 because oxygen has a formal charge of -2. If you multiply -2 times 4, you get -8. You need to know what manganese is to get an overall charge of -1. So we know that this is -8. We know that it must be 7 minus 8 equals -1. So we have a charge of +7 and a charge of +2 over here. So we know that the manganese is gaining electrons because the charge is decreasing. So we have our oxidation and our reduction. Then we split these reactions into two separate reactions. So our oxidation reaction is Fe2 plus yields Fe3 plus, and our reduction reaction is MnO4 minus yields Mn2 plus. We have to balance these reactions out. So to balance this reaction out, the oxidation reaction out, we must add 1 electron to the product side. Because if we add 1 electron, we're decreasing the charge, the 3 plus charge, back to 2 plus. So we have a 2 plus charge over here and a 2 plus charge over here. Down here, to balance this equation out, we notice that we have MnO4 yields Mn2 plus. Well, there are no oxygens on the product side, and there are 4 oxygens on the reactant side, so we must add 4 waters on the product side. Now we have our 4 oxygens, we have our manganese, 4 oxygens, but now we have 8 hydrogens. So we have to add 8 hydrogens over to our reactant side. So we add 8H plus MnO4 minus yields Mn2 plus 4H2O. Now we need to add our electrons. Over here we have a overall charge of 8 plus but minus, so we have an overall charge of 7 plus. And on this side we have an overall charge of 2 plus. We want this side to equal this side. So we add 5 electrons over on the reactant side, and that gives us a charge of 2 plus, because adding 5 electrons to 7 plus gives you 2 plus. Now that we have both reactions balanced out, we have to multiply the oxidation one by 5 because we want to cancel out our electrons. So now we have 5Fe2 plus yields 5Fe3 plus 5 electrons. Our electrons are on opposite ends. We cross those out, they cancel each other out, and we write out the overall redox reaction, which is five Fe2 plus 8H plus MnO4 minus yields 5Fe3 plus Mn2 plus 4H2O. And that is your overall redox reaction from Fe2 plus MnO4 minus yields Fe3 plus Mn2 plus.